And I always think, why don't the companies that created the fossil fuels, why don't they profit off all the other future technologies that we should have?
David Menzies for the Rebel.media here in Coronation Park in Toronto, where the World Naked Bike Ride, the Toronto edition, is about to get underway. Now, according to a blog posting in Blog TO, this is all about putting a stop to the indecent exposure of people and the planet to cars and the pollution they create. Not sure exactly what they mean by that, but I shall go on. Evidently, according to the United Nations, close to 1 million species of plants and animals could disappear from the face of the earth in the next 50 years as a result of greenhouse gases being released primarily from motor vehicles. So I guess the obvious solution is to put on our birthday suits and get on our bicycles. Furthermore, this is also an opportunity for the riders to decorate their bikes with political messages. Political messages, that's interesting. What kind of politics would that be? In any event, before they depart, let's see if we can get some of the naked bike riders here to explain what nudity and cycling means. What brings you out to the naked bike ride, sir?
Freedom, supporting politics, beautiful nature, sharing the blessing of things that you can't do in certain other cities around the world and certain other communities. Okay. Toronto's beautiful for it, and it brings a lot of people together, so look at the weather.
Now, the weather is gorgeous, I grant you that. You said politics. What is the political angle here for you, sir?
Well, different people have different political reasons for joining it. Some people spread messages of reducing, the footprint of their gasoline use, and, some people are promoting body positivity. Some people are, just liberation, and some people are promoting exercise, some people are promoting sexuality. There's a whole variety of reasons to join this.
What brings you out to the naked bike ride here?
Just to protest about the so much consumption of the oil. Yeah,
you're anti-oil?
Yes, we need clean air here.
Now, how does riding a bicycle naked in a beautiful spring day like this reduce our dependence on oil?
We can take a statement, send a message to people to just leave the cars at home, at least the weekends. Yeah.
What brings you out to the Naked Bike Ride Toronto?
It's for the environment in one part, and as a nudist also, this is the one opportunity I can get out like this legally and not be arrested.
I'm just wondering, what is the connection, even if I subscribe to your argument, there's too many cars on the road, what would the connection between nudity and cycling be in delivering a message of too many motor vehicles?
It brings a lot of attention to it.
We live in the Northeast, Toronto and Buffalo. Yeah. I still remember, as maybe you do, the blizzard of 77 in your neck of the woods. How the heck would we get around not using oil in our vehicles and heating our houses?
That'd be kind of tough. I mean, you got to look for some alternatives maybe in the future as far as the sun and, as far as maybe solar or something, electric. I don't know. I mean, it's tough to get around without the oil. I mean, I don't think it's going to happen in my lifetime, but maybe.
This is an interesting piece of technology. You're recording on an interesting piece of technology. I've got a, super computer in my hand. Are we not evolved enough as human beings to come up with ways to keep ourselves warm in the winter? Have we not seen enough winters to evolve beyond a system that will eventually destroy us? We can't keep using oil because oil is going to run out. So wind or solar, or there's other ways that we can generate energy. I think I'm not the smartest guy on the planet, but I think that we can solve these, and it's just it's like we used to use horses to get around, and then somebody invented cars, so we moved on to cars. So it's oil is fine for a while, but we can't use it forever, so let's evolve onto another system.
But everything you just pointed to, your cell phone, sir, this microphone, the camera, your bicycle even, it was manufactured and delivered via oil.
Oh, true, for sure. And it's cool, but it's just, fossil fuels will run out at some point in time. And I always think, why don't the companies that created the fossil fuels, why don't they profit off all the other future technologies that we should have?
Well, folks, how do you like that? We zoomed up ahead to rendezvous with the naked cyclists, and here we are at Queen's Park, and they actually beat us. I think that's the saddest thing I can say about the state of Toronto traffic these days. But I got to tell you, I don't mean to be rude, but I think the last time I saw this many a-holes at Queen's Park was when the Liberals were in power. In any event, let's see what some of them have to say after putting a few clicks on their saddles. Oh, hello, sir. I'm just reading your back there. It says burn fat, not oil.
That's correct.
Can you tell me what that means, please?
Well, we don't really care for all of the combustion, gasoline and crude oil stuff. I mean, people power, solar power, electric. So,
Sir, even if I bought into that argument, I'm just wondering, how does riding a bicycle naked bring about tangible change in that regard?
I don't know that it does.
And ma'am, I have to admit, you seem to be one of the few female cyclists out here today. Why is there such a gender imbalance with the naked bike riders?
I'm going to go back to, I think it comes down to a basic, women have been conditioned to feel uncomfortable with their bodies. And so that's why I'm here. Look, ladies, do it. Love the skin you're in. And that's the one you've been given, and feel comfortable in it.
Were you trying to convince some of your female friends to come along too, and what were their answers for?
I always have an open door policy for conversation, but I don't ever try and convince anybody of anything because you know what? It's a personal choice. So I want people to feel comfortable instead of me trying to convince them of something that's going to make them feel comfortable.
Now, your husband was just saying that, he's sending a political message about oil consumption, and I'm just wondering how do we get along without oil in this cold weather country, given that today is a gorgeous day to go for a bike ride, but in the depth of January or February, maybe less so?
I certainly don't have the answers. I'm not very politically inclined in that aspect. I don't have the answers, but I know that there's something out there, and I hope that the people who can find it get to it pretty quickly.
And off they go. The naked cyclists have departed Queen's Park, and they are en route to the she streets of Yorkville. Well, folks, I was going to engage in some George Plimpton-style first-person journalism, namely, I was going to strip down to my birthday suit, hop on my bike, and follow them. But, admittedly, it is a gorgeous spring day in Toronto, but there's something to this climate change, I think. The weather forecast shows that a cool front is moving in, and, well, let's put it this way, folks. I've got a brand new bicycle, and I just don't want my ball bearings to freeze off. For the Rebel.media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, the Rebel is always bringing you the naked truth, and if you like this video, please like and subscribe.